Good morning and good evening or good afternoon, everyone. Today we will see Salesforce Basics Session 5. What we have learned in previous sessions. What we have learned in previous sessions. What we have learned.
We have learned about how to create the account contacts,
Create account
um,
contacts,
opportunities.
and we have to come by sequence. Anytime when you are talking, you have to come by sequence because it makes you to clarify everything. We should not go zigzag. First one is
Campaign, lead,
then
case,
we have
solution.
created this. Other than this, what we have learned? Any other things?
Yeah, how to log in the developer.
So create developer edition account. These are the main objects of marketing, sales, and service clouds. And we have created developer edition account. We understood few things. Now, if you go to any application, marketing application or sales application, we are seeing different screens. What we see when we log into Salesforce application, what are the main parts? What are the main parts we are seeing?
The URL, main menu.
This one is URL. This is top menu.
Main.
This one?
Tab bar.
Tab bar.
This one?
Sidebar.
This is the
main section.
When you go here, these are tabs. When you go to this tab, what it is showing here? Right side. It is showing something.
Quick access.
Quick
access or something we'll call it.
Here, when you keep here, what it is showing? When I take this pointer here.
It's showing the objects. That
here.
Lead.
Force.com.
Collapse quick access menu. If I go here, what it is displaying? It is showing some help text.
Expand.
Quick access menu.
Expand quick access menu. If you open this, collapse quick access menu. So now, how many main parts we are seeing here? What are the main parts in application? When you go to marketing application, what main parts it is showing? First one is URL.
Tab bar.
Next one is tab bar.
Tab bar.
Next one?
App launcher also.
Before tab bar, what is there?
In main menu.
Top menu or main menu.
Okay.
Tab bar. After tab bar?
Sidebar.
After this? Main section. Next one, force.com quick access menu, right? These are the 6 parts. These 6 parts it is showing. In the 6 parts, what URL contains? What URL contains? What it contains?
It contains company name.
This cdca5-dev.ed is your org. This is the org URL for your organization. If you have this, you can log in. When it got generated?
After creating our account, developer account.
Yeah, whenever you are creating developer edition account, once you verified or before verification, you have got this. When you verify your email ID, then it is available for you. Right?
Yes.
Next, on top menu, what options we are seeing on top menu? How many are there on top menu? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On top menu, there are 8 options. What is this first option? What is
Logo.
this?
The Salesforce logo.
Second one? It is showing 23 something with a picture. This is release logo. Salesforce have 3 releases every year. So when releases topic come, we will understand that. Don't worry about that. For now, just remember it is current release logo. I am not saying what is the current release as well. We don't want now. This one is global search. If you want to search something in Google, same search like this. This is called global search. Next one is switch to lightning experience. How many views are there in Salesforce? How many?
2 views.
One is lightning, another one is classic. Right now we are in
Classic.
now if
Classic.
you want to switch to lightning, you click on this. This is a lightning mode, that was classic mode. If you go back to classic mode, if you want to go back to classic mode, just click on this. Switch to Salesforce Classic. This is user menu for Madhusudan Reddy. It is profile. This is user menu. In this user menu, 5 options are there. My profiles, my settings, developer console, switch to lightning experience, and logo. This is the setup. Through this setup, we can do administrator activities. What activities we will do? Did we see object manager through this setup or not? Have you seen object manager?
Yes, sir.
This help. If you click on the help, you can go to Trailblazer community. What is this Trailblazer community? There, people, those who are learning Salesforce, they are available in the Trailblazer community. We can register and we can post our questions in Trailblazer community. You can see it. In the Trailblazer community, you can post your questions. You can answer to others' questions. These are Trailblazers. If you answer questions, they will give ranking. Based on that, Salesforce will give ranking. Based on the ranking, you will become most valuable person in the Salesforce. We can keep that in our resume. In LinkedIn, we can keep. When you are a MVP means you are most valuable person to the Salesforce. That you are answering many questions for the people. You are helping the community. That is the trailblazer community. This is app launcher. In this, there are sales, marketing, sales and service applications are available. Along with that, some other applications also there. App launcher, community, site.com, Salesforce charter, content, all tabs, app exchange, developer community, trailblazer community. Like this, there are different options available. All these are applications. These are available in app launcher. So what are how many options are available there? 8 options. First one is Salesforce logo. Second one is release logo. Third one is global search. Fourth one is switch to lightning experience. Fifth one is user menu. In the user menu, there are 5 options. What options are there? My profile, my settings, developer console, switch to lightning, logout. This is the setup. There you can do administrator activities. In the help, to get help from Trailblazer community. There you can answer other questions or you can post your questions. Others will answer. Through the Trailblazer community, you can become MVP. Next one is app launcher. There we have marketing, sales and service applications. Along with that, some other applications are there. App exchange. Check what applications are there. Salesforce charter. I will give that as assignment. Next one is tab bar. On tab bar, we have tabs. On tab bar, we have tabs. Tab bar contains tabs. These tabs are visible to whom? These tabs are visible to whom? Who uses these tabs?
Administration development.
All the stakeholders.
Who uses this one?
End user.
This is a CRM application. This application is used by whom? This is for internal purpose or external purpose? We are
Internal.
seeing force.com here. End user can see this.
No.
No.
End user cannot see this. Who can see this?
Technical person.
Sorry.
Admin.
This force.com might not be available for client, but client can see this or not. Client can see this tab bar or not. They can see this sidebar or not. They see this main menu or not.
Yes, they can see that.
So end user, what they see is And what end user expects. What end user expects. What end user expects from anywhere. Now you are end user to me, or you are client to me. You are both in our purpose. But if you using any application, software application, any hospital application, or any banking application, you want to use some mobile application, what do you expect? What do you expect?
Services.
So which kind of services you expect? You expect services, but you are using application, software application, right?
Yeah.
That software application must have good UI or not, user interface. The front end, whatever you are seeing here, this should have very good look or not.
Look and feel okay. Even.
This look and feel. This look and feel is nothing but user interface. And it should have, for example, now I click on cardiology. It is going to cardiology. When I click on cardiology, if it goes to somewhere else, what will happen? My heart is burning. If it goes to head, how it will be?
I mean, it's a proper navigation, isn't it?
That is called what? User experience. End user, they want good user interface and user experience. If that website have good user experience and user interface, then customer will like the business or not. You are using a mobile application to transfer money to someone. It should have good user interface and user experience or not. If they make it very tricky and if they make it something complex, will you use that application? Do you like that?
No.
End user always expects good user interface and user experience. Then only he becomes customer, right?
Yes, sir.
There will be customer retention. Customer retention means customer stay with us. Lead become customer. Customer will be retained. Means he stay with us and he will refer us to others. This is called customer retention, right? Customer retention, customer references. If I don't teach you properly, do you refer me to anyone?
No.
I am teaching admin course. When you will come to developer course, if I teach admin well, that is customer retention. And till you are a lead, because till now you didn't pay money. When you will become customer, if you like my classes, a lead should become customer, a customer should be retained, that customer should refer other customers. When it will happen? If there is good user interface and user experience along with services. This services part is their business. But as an IT company, what client expects from us? What client expects from IT company? What they expect? What they expect from IT company? You are building software application for them. What they expect from you?
Good user is good software
Very
according
good
to the client required.
software in the front end first.
Which is
For
user friendly.
for user interface and user experience, that is user friendly. User friendly is nothing but GUI. The word when you use user interface and user experience, it should be very good. The appearance, the front end of the application should be very good. This is front end. In the back end, in front end, they want good software for or good application. Good user interface or user experience they want in the front end. In the back end, what they want? The application should build, back-end application should be robust without any errors. They want to minimize the production issues, right? When they are using application, that everything should run smoothly. They should run application must make the business smoother or automate the business in smooth way. Right? So they expect resources. They expect qualified resources, right? Qualified, knowledgeable resources, right? Resources in IT company. Client expect this, right? Client expect people from Bragdora or people from Proxy, they want. A client will say, IT company will say to the client, we can recruit people from backend, backdoor or proxy we will take and we will recruit them and they will develop your application. What client will say? He will talk to them or he will simply get up and go away from their office? What happened? Do you have any idea to go in that way? They expect these three. Client expects very good applications to build in front end and back end. They expect qualified and knowledgeable resources in the IT company. They expect this from IT company. Then only we can build good applications with good user interface or anything. So now, what Salesforce developer expects from client? What Salesforce admin developer expects from client? What they expect from client? What they expect from client?
What are the requirements? What kind of requirements the client have?
They want requirements from client. How they get those requirements? How they get those requirements? Now client has some requirements. How they get the requirements? They just call and tell these are my requirements to customer care or somebody else.
No, sir. By proper
They will
meeting.
have discussion with the owner or any project manager or product managers.
So where they have to document that? Between you and me, now there is a communication mechanism is going on through email, right? Through email, we are communicating. Whenever I am sending notes or quiz questions through email, you are replying to that. But that email will be enough for companies, or they need to use some tool. They have to use some tool. That tool should track everything. That tool should track communication or conversation between client and IT company, right? And what is the mechanism between end user and client? How they are tracking information between end user and client? Apply your thoughts.
Some tracking tools through some tracking tools.
Salesforce CRM, right? They are using Salesforce, client is using Salesforce CRM, right? For customer relationship management between end user or customer. End user means customer, right? Client is using Salesforce CRM. We are developing that CRM for them, right? We are developing and customizing that. Applying your thoughts or not?
Yes, sir.
Suraj, Suma, Robin,
Yeah,
Vishwajit.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes.
Don't
Yes,
have
yes.
any confusion in our classes. If you are missing something, just speak. Nobody say anything if you don't understand. Did you understand? Between client and end user, communication is happening through Salesforce CRM. Do you agree for this or not?
Yes, sir.
Because we are getting lead from Salesforce CRM, right? Through the marketing application, they are conducting campaigns. Through that campaign, they are generating leads. Those leads are converting to customers by using sales applications. If they get any problem for the product which they have purchased, they are taking services through service application. This entire thing is happening through Salesforce CRM. That is the medium between end user and customer, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All activities are tracked through Salesforce CRM between end user and client, customer and client. And to build that Salesforce CRM or to configure that Salesforce CRM, which tool IT companies and client uses between customer and client? You should be very clear who is end user, who is customer, and who is client, who is IT company. In IT company, who is working? Are you getting clarified in each and every point or not?
Yes, sir.
Then only you can easily explain in interview. When you go to company, you can easily grasp everything. So these requirements we expect, ITA company expect requires from clients. That should be tracked. All activities, whatever the communication or conversation or activities happen between client and IT company, those should be stored somewhere else. That tool is called Jira. Jira. In the Jira, all activities are business analysis, maintaining the application, enhancing the application, development work, testing out work, all these activities are tracked through Jira. Business analysis, requirement gathering, maintaining the Salesforce CRM application, enhancing the Salesforce CRM application, developing Salesforce CRM application, testing the Salesforce CRM application, which is built by, which is configured or customized by. When I use configure, what is that meaning?
Customization.
Configuration means
Customization.
configuration is making changes to the Salesforce CRM without using coding. Customization means by using coding. Built means from scratch, we are building a new application. We are not using Salesforce CRM application. We are building completely new application. For that, we need business analysis or not. We need to understand what client is doing or not. Yes or no? Respond.
Yes, sir.
After business analysis, we have to gather requirements or not.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then we have to do functional documentation or not.
Yes, sir.
Then technical documentation we have to maintain or not.
Yes, sir.
We have to coding activity or not. Testing. User acceptance testing. User acceptance testing. Yesterday we have given assignments for this. Deployment. All these are activities, right? All these activities are done by whom? These are done by whom?
The IT company
IT company. Who does this?
Us.
developers.
Suppose developer or administrator does this. Either it can be maintaining the application, enhancing the application, developing the application. All these activities should be tracked. Those are tracked by using Jira tool. Agree?
Yes, sir. Sir, do every client use Jira tool? Because a client may not have the technical person to use the Jira software.
Sorry?
Sir, in some cases, client may not have a technical person to use Jira software, sir. So Jira will be used only by the developers.
No. Jira is used by, Jira is the tool mainly to track activities between client and IT company. This
So
is,
then we need to know Jira as well, isn't it?
sorry?
Then we need to get trained on Jira tool as well. In this
Swapna will
course.
tell you.
Okay.
Swapna will explain you.
Yeah.
Jabin, your question?
I mean, means sometimes the client who is giving a contract to a IT company for developing a CRM software,
Yes.
they may not have a technical staff to use Jira software. So they will be
Jira
communicating
is
with the developer.
used by each and every admin or developer.
Okay.
You might be working for some IT company on any project. You must use one tool. It might be Jira or it might be ServiceNow. You need to have communication, right?
Okay. So, sir, so how client will be communicating using which tool?
You will be talking to client. They have their own email IDs. Now you are using a tool called Slack. Just I am coming to that. I want to log into one developer edition account. Just a second. Give me 1 second. I am coming to that point. So now what happens? Now client has some requirement. What their requirement is? What is their requirement is? They are going to marketing application. They are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tabs they are seeing here. What are the main tabs in marketing application?
Campaign. Campaign and lead.
Campaign and leads. They are seeing these two because by default Salesforce has provided these two. They have decided that they don't want to see these contacts and opportunities in marketing application. So how they will communicate to you?
Through the emails or Jira tool, any tool.
Email, a professional organization uses email for different purpose. Email can be tracked in common location. Now I will send email to Sudhir. I want this change. Tomorrow Sudhir will not be available in office. You sent in the night. Tomorrow Sudhir will be on off for 15 days. How they will understand this requirement has come?
That's why they use Jira, isn't it?
That's why we use Jira. In Jira tool, that user story will be created. Remove contact and opportunities from tab bar. This has some acceptance criteria. They will mention. That is called user acceptance criteria. They say you remove this contact, this is title you will have. In the title you will have. And there will be description. What they want to do. Remove this contact and opportunities from tab bar. And they might tell in screenshot or something else, they will give user acceptance criteria. There they will mention they want to see output like this. When you test this, after this user story, after this requirement, when it is achieved, it should show like this. Title, description, user acceptance criteria. Swapna will explain all these things. She will train you on Jira. Okay, I am just giving. This is a Jira tool. It is used to communication. It is used to use communication between client and IT company. There you can track all the activities, whatever you are going to do for the client. When these user stories get created, immediately main person, those who is related to that project, he will get notification. That user story will be shared to you to achieve this requirement. Understood? Small user story which you do at your work, regular work. Clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, Jabin, Suraj,
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Viswajit.
Yes, sir.
This tool might be Jira or ServiceNow. Most of the companies uses Jira. We call it as user stories. Then now for this, what you have to do? You have to customize the tab bar. How to do that? Go to tab bar, check plus symbol. I will give assignment. How to customize this tab bar, write navigation steps. You have to write these navigation steps. Don't copy and paste if I send notes. I will not send notes. You have to write notes by when class is going on, or after your assignment I will send notes. Because if you directly copy paste, I don't know what you are doing. You might be cheating yourself. Just to satisfy me, you are sending assignments. I don't want that. Customizing tab bar. Just go to tab bar, click on plus symbol. It will show some screen. There, click on customize my tabs. Select required tabs to be visible on tab bar. Now it will show all these tabs. Then select these two tabs. You can remove these, or if you want to add, you can add. Then next thing is, if you want to select a default landing tab from the public list, you can select. We are not working on that. You can arrange the tabs in the required order. If you want to select which one first you want to, which one you want in the last. This sequence, home charter, it is showing like this. You can move these leads here, then campaigns next. Like this you can do. Which one you want to see first? Which client wants to see? Then click on save button. Go here, click on this plus symbol. Next. Next.
Customize my tabs.
Customize my tabs. Here you can see all the applications. Now we are in the marketing application. So all these tabs are available. Now I don't want to add. I want to remove these contacts and opportunities. Just click on remove. If you want to change the order, you can change. Now client has not requested to change the order. You can change up and down arrows you can use. Just click save. Simple.
So this can be done only with the classic version. Can we do with the lightning?
Both.
Okay.
We can do in both. Okay, this is the small requirements in Classic. In the same way, Lightning also you can do. This is done or not? Those two tabs
sir.
are hidden or not?
Sir.
Yes, sir. We done.
Yeah. So now next thing is, when you go to campaigns, user story 2. When you go to campaigns or when you go to leads tab, there you are seeing something like collapse quick access menu, expand quick access menu. Whenever we want to use it, you just expand it and see. Whenever you don't want, just collapse it. Here sidebar is there. I want to make this sidebar like this. Can we do? Can we do like that? Client requirement is make sidebar collapsible. Description, same this one. Output as well, sidebar should be expand and collapse option. So this they have given for user story too. In the Jira we have got it. So project manager has assigned to you. So what you have to do for this? You have to go click on setup. Then go to build menu. Customize user interface sidebar. There you have to select this enable collapsible sidebar. Then click on save. Clear? Remember this: setup, build menu, customize, user interface, sidebar. Then you have to select this checkbox beside enable collapsible sidebar, then save it. Where to go?
Setup.
Then
Build.
build. There
Customized.
in the customize,
User interface.
user interface,
Sidebar.
sidebar,
Slide.
enable
Enable collapsible
Collapsible
slide bar.
then save. Where it shows? When you go to campaigns or leads, it is enabled or not?
Enabled.
Click on this. Close. Expand. Click to close sidebar. Click to open sidebar. It became collapsible or not?
Yes, sir.
Salesforce is very, very easy. I am teaching Salesforce. I am fear of coding. There is nothing in Salesforce. You have to understand it step by step. You have to practice it. That's it. You will get more salary. There is future for you for next 10 to 15 years. We don't need to break our head to understand Salesforce. Now, I am writing like this. Those two are very clear for you, right? I am going to give as assignment. Now I am writing Madhu 10,000, Akash 5,000, Banu 4,000, Imran 3,000, Venkat 2,000. What is this? What is this first one? Madhu is what?
It's a name.
This 10,000?
Money currency number. Rupees.
Who said that is money? I am telling those are points.
The numeric indication.
That is some number. I don't
Yes.
know what is that. We might guess. Might be 10,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees, we speak like that. Now, if you travel in any airways, they are giving what those points we call. They are giving some points. If you use credit card, they are using some points. It might be that. If you have 10,000 points, you can claim for 2,000 rupees or 1,000 rupees. Like that they are giving. We don't know what it is. Because there is no meaning. If there is no meaning, if the data doesn't have, there is no meaning for that, how we can say, is it a record now? Is it a record?
Yes.
No.
Why it is not a record? Because it is not meaningful. When it will be meaningful? If I say I am going to give training,
When it is record.
what you will ask? What is the course start date? What is the time? Who is the trainer? How much is the fee? Do I need to mention that or not? Simply I will say date and I will mention date, time, trainer name, all these things to you. I will send to you. What you will say? He is mad or what? There is no meaning what message he is sending. I don't know what is this. Even still, if you understand, if you apply your brain, you can understand. You might guess. But what you will think about me? He is not sending meaningful data to me. He is not sending in a proper way. So whenever you want to communicate something, that should be informative, that should be meaningful. Then only others can understand. When it becomes record, there should be name for the column. It is a collection of columns. When it will become collection of columns, when it become record, when there is a name for the field, name for the column. You have created campaigns, accounts. When you click on new, is it showing field names or not? See, campaign name, active, type, status, these are field names and column names, right? If there is no field names, if I give only these blanks, what you will enter here? Clear? Getting?
Yes.
So for that, I have given. I have given name and bank balance. Now what is this 10,000? Whatever Suma said, it is correct now. Whatever I said, points, that is not correct, that is wrong. Because there is a field name, there is a column name. Now it become record. So every record, there should be a column name and field name. And the collection of those field or column names becomes record. This is the column 1 or field 1. This name is, name field has Deepthi and Akash. Field 2, bank balance. Deepthi has 20,000. Akash has 15,000 in his bank account. This is the record 1, this is the record 2. Why it became record 1, record 2? Because there is field names. By looking at that field names, we can say Deepthi has 20,000, Akash has 15,000. So here collection of field and column is record. And where these records get stored? Where these records get stored?
Database.
Table or where? Where these records get stored?
Stored as a table.
In object, right? In object, right?
Yes, sir.
Where that object gets stored?
In the app.
Tabs.
Object gets stored in? Where
Tab.
that object gets stored?
Data.
Database, right?
Yes.
What is Salesforce database?
Database.com.
Where that database.com resides?
Instances.
Where that instance gets stored? Where that instance is available? In a region, right?
Yes.
Now tell that sequence. First record, then collection
Record.
of fields. First one is field. Next,
Column name.
first field, then
Column name.
record.
Record.
After record,
Object.
after object,
Database.
after database,
Instance.
Instant.
after instance.
Region.
You have to remember this very clearly. Collection of columns or fields, nothing but record. Collection of records is an object. Collection of objects which is stored in database.com. The database is stored in
Instance.
instance. Instances are available in
Regions.
region. Entire Salesforce move around this. Field, object, database, instance, region. One, two, three, four, five, six. Everything is number. How many options are available in top menu?
8 options.
Okay. How many, what is the hierarchy and what is the, how many numbers are there in the data storage hierarchy? Now, in this,
6.
6. 8, 6. What are those 8? What are those 6? Save this in your storage brain. One by one, we have to go pump into our brain. Record is collection of fields. What is record? They will ask. What is field? What is record? What is object? What is database.com? What is instance? What is region? Field is list data or column name. Record is collection of fields. Object is table used to store data. Records are stored in object. This is collection of rows and columns. Now you have some table like this. Name and bank balance. Data is stored in database tables. Data is stored in objects. Object contains fields and its values. Everything, whatever, however you confuse, whatever they speak, it comes to one point. So first is object is created in the database. First we have structure of the object. In that object, we define column names. Every column name will have data type. The type of data, type of value is which end user has to enter or client has to enter. Here campaign name is, it is a text data type, right? If you take expected revenue, this is what?
Numeric data.
Numeric.
Might be currency. This is number. Or currency is available in Salesforce. So if it is mobile, phone, what is the data type?
Numeric.
Might be there is phone data type provided by Salesforce. Email. There is separate data type called email in Salesforce. If you once you give email data type, it will not enter. It will not allow you to enter. See? Try to save it. See what it is showing?
Right.
There is separate data type called email. If you give @ then only it will allow. So like this, there are some 20 plus data types that we will discuss. There are 20 plus data types. We will discuss in further sessions. So you have to mention while creating the object, we have to mention field name and its type. Field 1, here this is text. Field 2, it is text for account name, for account owner. For phone number, this is email, phone number data type. So who creates this object? Who created this object?
Admin or developer.
Salesforce provided some standard objects. If client requests, as an administrator and developer, we create some objects. Who enters data into that object? Who enter data into that object?
End user.
Here end user is entering. But when you come to here, who is entering?
Admin developer.
And another person who is entering here?
Sorry, sir.
Clients.
Client, sir.
In the object, whatever the data entered by either end user, customer or client or Salesforce admin or developer, that will be stored in object. Whatever you enter, it has to store somewhere else, right? If you don't give that facility to store, where it goes? It will throw error on our face. It will ask where I should store, where to go. You have not mentioned. So first we have to create object. That tomorrow we will see. We will see when we create object, what happens in the back end. We have to see that. Okay, this is for today's session. I hope everything is clear in the session, right? Any questions you have?
So yesterday you gave one assignment, sir.
Yeah.
In that, while entering the fields, data in the fields, some fields are there, which is like the parent fields.
Yeah.
So there's such a option is there.
Yes.
So we